Good. No problem.
You give the girls a day off today or what?
Well, we're supposed to have a car wash, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, right. Yeah, not exactly the best day for that.
Yeah.
So what's going through your mind now that the season's just about to start? You guys are one of the top teams in the Cape Atlantic League, have some just tremendous athletes down there in Middle Township as far as girls sports go. Bridget Ruski and Jenna Herlihay and some of those other girls. Tell us about what this preseason has been like for you guys.
We had a good preseason. We tried to play some tougher teams out of conference, some Shawnees, and played Shawnee, Washington Township. So some teams that are away from the Cal to see what the other competition is like. But, yeah, the team is looking good, and we're excited about the season.
How much more can you do with this team now that these girls have a lot of experience and they've all played together for a number of years? It's got to be cool as a coach. You can kind of implement some new things, and you can really ask a lot more of these girls, right?
Yeah, and it's nice that a lot of those girls, we have a strong senior class, but a lot of those girls are still juniors. So it's nice to be able to put some new stuff in there and really get the girls working hard.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, you're kind of just building the basic skills and trying to get them to compete. And when you get a team like this that's highly skilled and highly experienced, I'm sure you spent a lot of late nights tinkering with different plays and all that stuff. That's got to be a cool thing as a coach to be able to sit back and say, oh, man, we can do this, we can do that. And do you ever get to a point where it's like, okay, we need to just get back to basics a little bit and not try to do too much?
Yeah, we are a basic team. They work on their passing and their catching, and, they have a lot of talent, and we have a lot of great leaders on the field. So they know the game. They play a lot of off-season lacrosse, which helps their skills and builds their confidence as well.
What's the biggest challenge with a team that has a lot of talent and experience, as far as the head coach goes?
Just keeping them motivated, I think. Not letting them assume that, the next game's just going to be a win, getting them up and ready for every game that we come across.
What's your philosophy when you are facing a team that you're really overmatching? Say you have a 10-12 goal lead in the first half. That can be a difficult thing, too, playing the whole second half. Obviously, you get some of your younger players in there, too, but,
yeah.
You want to keep these girls sharp. What kind of things do you try to work on when you do have a lead like that?
Just really goes back to working on the basics, working on their defense, working on their passing. Usually give them a certain number of passes to make before they can go to cage. But also, like you said, getting in some of those younger players really helps out as well.
I think the thing that strikes me about a lot of these girls, I saw some of them play on the basketball team over the winter, and not only being great athletes, but just great young ladies, very personable, very humble. And did they ever give you a hard time or what?
No, they really don't. They really are great leaders. Bridget Ruski and Allison Hunter are one of the two underclassmen captains, and I have two senior captains as well, Kara Keenan and Caitlin Bailey. And they're really good kids. Not, like you said, not only are they good athletes, but they're good kids. They really don't give you a hard time. And they want to play. They're out there to have a good time and to work hard.
We're talking with Jackie Scuderi. She's the head coach of the Middle Township girls lacrosse team. What's it like going into this season? Obviously, you're one of the favorites to win the league. It's not going to be easy, though. A team like Ocean City is kind of smarting from a loss last year. They want to have a shot at you, and they're going to get that shot early in the season. That's got to be great to have a game like that, right off the bat.
Yeah, we play them not till late. We don't play them on May 1st. So we do have a couple games in there to get ready. But, yeah, that is going to be our challenge. Lower K-May is also always a rival for Middle Township. So for whatever reason, that is always a challenging game. But, yeah, Ocean City is definitely going to be ready for us, I'm sure, this year. But we'll just be as ready. I think the girls are really motivated to make it a third year as a Cal champion. So we'll see.
My mistake. I thought you played Ocean City early on. I guess I misread the schedule there.
No, that's okay.
Maybe I was looking at the Lower Cape. I guess Lower Cape, you have them early on?
Yeah, I think we have them in a week, next week maybe.
Gotcha, right. What's that rivalry like? I mean, for people that don't get down to Cape May too much and don't really know much about the high school sports down there, that's one of the better rivalries in the Cape Atlantic League.
It is. It's always been a rivalry in every sport, and it's a good game for whatever reason. Both teams come ready to play, and it can be intense.
Talk about Bridget a little bit. Obviously, people around here in South Jersey are getting to know her and what a dynamic athlete she is. And the thing that strikes me is how good she is at every sport while playing three sports. I mean, she doesn't get to play lacrosse all year long. She doesn't get to play soccer all year long or basketball all year long. She kind of jumps from sport to sport. But she's just such a good athlete that it seems to come naturally to her.
She is. She's a great athlete, and she does do a lot. She does play summer lacrosse. And I know in the past she has played summer basketball, so she does a lot, and she is a great athlete, and she just gets it done. She's motivated to do all three sports, and which is nice. It's nice to see kids be able to do that today.
Do you ever have to dial it back a little bit in practice, knowing that you have a lot of three-sport athletes? That gets to springtime, they're probably worn down a little bit from all that running from sports like soccer and basketball. Do you ever have to keep that in the back of your mind? Hey, dial it back one day in practice and not really have them run too much to keep them fresh for the end of the season?
No, you definitely do, especially at the beginning of the season, especially for those girls that are just coming off their basketball season. We give them their days where it's more of a rest day and we're just mostly working on stick skills. But at the same time, we explain to the girls that basketball season versus lacrosse season, even though it's a lot of conditioning, it's still different conditioning. So we want to get them in lacrosse shape as well.
We're talking with Jackie Scuderi, head coach of Middle Township girls lacrosse. Coach, for the fans who may not be all that familiar with high school girls lacrosse, how much has the sport really boomed the last couple of years? I mean, you look at all the teams out there and all the summer leagues, the winter leagues. I mean, these girls are really doing a lot outside of just the regular season, and it seems like it's become one of the most popular sports in high school athletics.
Yeah, it's definitely grown over the years. I mean, you think this is my 6th year coaching at Middle Township, and in the past 3 years, we've added on teams. Atlantic City has a team now. Cedar Creek has a team now. Holy Spirit has a team now. Whereas it was only, the 5 or 6 of us originally in the Cal League. Because the league is so big now, we only play certain teams twice. Other teams we play once, and so we're able to go to out-of-conference games and play teams like West Deptford and Shawnee, Washington Township, which helps our league as well.
How much have you tried to get some tougher teams in the out-of-conference, knowing what kind of team you have? I mean, obviously you want to be challenged as much as you can before the state playoffs roll around.
Well, like I said, our scrimmages, we scrimmage Shawnee and Clearview. Some of our out-of-conference games this season are West Deptford and Morris Catholic and Cherry Hill East. So we're definitely trying to get some harder out-of-conference games to prepare ourselves for the playoffs.
How excited are you this weekend? I mean, this is kind of the start of everything and a whole fresh new season, and there's no limit to what you can do at this point. You got to be pretty excited to get started.
No, it's very exciting. Our team, we take it one game at a time, like I said, but it's definitely exciting to have the season rolling.
Good stuff. Appreciate you taking a few minutes, Coach, and good luck the rest of the way.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks.
Thanks. You too.
That was Coach Jackie Scuderi from the Middle Township girls lacrosse team. Looks like their car wash is probably going to get washed out tonight, or actually this morning.